Welcome guys back to another episode of Arsenal Transfer News Daily. We are back again with another video. We've got lots of pieces of news, so let's get straight into it. This includes Willian, and apparently he has now completed a medical at Arsenal. This is huge news. I'll be getting straight into it. Obviously, Willian did issue an open letter saying he will be leaving Chelsea yesterday. We did report this on my channel, and now it is reported that Willian has completed an Arsenal medical ahead of transfer from Chelsea. Arsenal expects to complete a deal for Willian this week after the winger completed medical at the club on Monday. The Brazilian announced his departure from Chelsea on Sunday after releasing a statement confirming his exit after 7 years in West London. The 32-year-old wanted a 3-year deal to extend his stay with the Blues, but Chelsea refused to meet his demands and stuck to their 2-year offer. Willian therefore decided to leave, and Arsenal were willing to give him the 3-year deal he craved, albeit on a slightly less than £120,000 salary at Stamford Bridge. The free agent underwent his medical in North London this morning meaning Monday morning, according to the Evening Standard. Ahead of completing his move to the Gunners, he will become Arsenal's first signing of the summer as Arteta seeks to revamp his Gunners squad. A raft of players are up for sale, including in the summer, including Sead Kolasinac, Rob Holding, Matteo Guendouzi, Mesut Ozil and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So Arteta has been told that he has to sell before he can buy, hence a move for Willian on a free transfer is a good option because he provides so much Premier League experience and he is free, so he Arsenal only have to pay the wages. The Gunners are willing to compensate Ozil on getting him off the wage bill, as he is the highest earner by 350,000. So if we want to get more deals happen, we will have to get Ozil off the wage book, and we will be looking to do that as well. But Willian, it looks like his transfer to Arsenal is approaching completion, and this is big news for Arsenal as he is a very good player. Even though he's just turned 32, he can still offer a few good years, and hopefully then we could probably try and sell him, try and get some profit for him, which would be very good for the club. I'm not going to go talk too much into him because we've talked so much about him, and I think most of you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing more about Willian. So this is the news that Willian has completed a medical ahead of his move to Arsenal. Next bit of news is an update on Thomas Partey, as Arsenal apparently offering Atletico Madrid a pick of 3 players in a bid to achieve Thomas Partey deal. Atletico is eager to bring the midfielder to the Emirates Stadium. The Gunners officials are struggling to meet his £45 million release clause. Arsenal have a restricted transfer budget due to the financial impact of the coronavirus crisis, coupled with the prospect of a 4th season outside the Champions League elite. A creative solution could be required to break the deadlock in their attempts to sign a party who is up for a switch to the Premier League. Arsenal are looking at a player plus cash deal in a bid to reduce the monetary sum being forked out. Alexandre Lacazette, Hector Bellerin and Lucas Torreira have been mentioned in discussions between the two clubs. According to Spanish football journalist Kike Marin, Atletico Madrid are willing to strike such a deal because they want his release clause paid in full. We have said this many times on the show, and Arsenal don't want to pay that cash sum. Arsenal could raise the funds by flogging a number of fringe players, including Torreira, Ozil and Guendouzi. A move to the Wanda Metropolitano could be on the cards for Lacazette outside of a swap deal. However, according to a Daily Star Sunday, the Frenchman is on course for a 30 million move to the Los Rojiblancos this summer. So my opinion on this is Torreira and Hector Bellerin have been offered, but Atletico Madrid really want Lacazette and have shown previous interest in him. Obviously, they were going to sign him in 2017 before we came in and did the deal for him because Atletico Madrid had a transfer ban at that time. So I think we could use Lacazette in a way to try and get Thomas Partey, because if Lacazette is worth £30 million, which apparently is the deal that Atletico Madrid want to make for him, and we could use that, add like 10 million on and complete the deal for Thomas Partey. So I think that is the most realistic solution in this scenario, and I think that is something we're going to try and do. But that is the update. I'm not going to say too much more on Thomas Partey. I've said so much about him, so I'm just going to try and report as much as I can on the updates, as you guys really want this to happen. I've heard so many people saying they want Thomas Partey updates. It's hard because Arsenal are looking at completing other deals before trying to go on this one. So I do think Thomas Partey is going to rumble on quite a while, because Arsenal obviously trying to negotiate that release clause by offering players as well. And the news is that Arsenal are offering Hector Bellerin, Lucas Torreira and Lacazette as part of a player plus cash deal for Thomas Partey this summer. Next bit of news comes in the form of Sergio Reguilon. Now, I'm very intrigued to see why we are going in for him, because he is a player that's actually a left back and he actually plays for Sevilla. And apparently Arsenal are threatening to hijack Chelsea transfer target as they inquire about Kia Joorabchian client. Wow. Kia Joorabchian FC back again in full swing. I don't know why. He is a Kia Joorabchian client, so it's easy to make links for him, but I don't see why we're getting linked to a left back, especially when we have Kieran Tierney and Saka who can also play in that position. But this is the news and I'm reporting it. Arsenal are threatening to beat Chelsea to the signing of Real Madrid ace. Obviously, he is on loan at Sevilla. Real Madrid ace Sergio Reguilon. The Blues have reportedly held advanced talks for the 23-year-old, but their Premier League rivals are among 3 clubs to express an interest. Chelsea manager Frank Lampard is on hunt for for a left back and has identified Leicester City ace Ben Chilwell as his top target. But Chilwell is a bit struggle. It's a bit of a struggle because Leicester, they have a high fee for him, around 50 to 60 million pounds. But Reguilon is on their list, Chelsea's list, after a promising campaign on loan with Sevilla, who will play Wolves in the Europa League quarter-finals. And the Real Madrid loanee's performances are attracted a lot of suitors, and according to Italian football journalist Nicola Schira, claims Arsenal have joined Atletico Madrid and Napoli in inquiring an interest in his availability. Kia Joorabchian is working to move Sergio Reguilon, and obviously Kia Joorabchian, if he is working with transfers, he's going to offer Reguilon to Arsenal. Arsenal apparently holding an interest in him. The only way I can see a deal for Reguilon happening is if we sell Sead Kolasinac and try and use those funds to try and fund a move for Sergio Reguilon. That is the only way, in my opinion, we can try and sign this player. He is a very good player, no doubt, but I think we already have someone better than him in Kieran Tierney. So I really think, why do we need to sign him when Saka can cover in that position? And in Saka's position, we're going to sign Willian. So I don't see why we need him. But again, he is a Kia Joorabchian client, so he's going to be linked with us. And to be fair, there isn't much stats on him. He is a very good left back, as I said, Real Madrid loanee. And Real Madrid, again, they are trying to raise some funds as they do plan to rebuild themselves. And for what I know, again, good player, as I said. And if you guys know more about him, then please leave it in the comment section down below. And please subscribe, as 95% of you aren't subscribed that are watching. So please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, that is the news that Sergio Reguilon has been linked, and he is a Kia Joorabchian client as a possible player to cover at left back. Next bits of news is on Matteo Guendouzi, and apparently Arsenal have received the first official offer for unwanted £30 million man. Villarreal have made the first official offer for Arsenal outcast Matteo Guendouzi, according to reports. Guendouzi has fallen out of favour under Mikel Arteta, despite showing promise earlier in his Arsenal career. The French midfielder has faced disciplinary issues, and the Gunners are now willing to let him leave, which we have reported in previous transfer shows. Report emerged last week that former Arsenal boss Unai Emery wants to return with Guendouzi. Emery was in charge when Arsenal signed the midfielder and has recently secured his first job since leaving the Emirates. Emery is now the new Villarreal manager and wants to take Guendouzi with him to La Liga. In fact, the midfielder is now his top target, and according to Football Insider, he has now made his official bid. Villarreal submitted an offer to take Guendouzi on loan and potentially on a permanent basis thereafter. Arsenal would prefer to sell the 21-year-old this summer, but a loan could allow his value to increase. The Gunners want around £30 million for Guendouzi, but even if they can't get that fee up front, they know loaning him out could at least get his wages off the books. Again, Guendouzi's wages aren't that high, so again, there's no really a point to do that, but I can see where they're coming from by saying Arsenal want to sell him this summer, because they do need the funds if they do want to try and go after the likes of Thomas Partey and even Sergio Reguilon if Arsenal really want him. And if he impresses, they could potentially demand a higher fee from him next summer if they do loan him out, Arsenal. And the report mentions a view to a permanent deal rather than an option or an obligation to buy for a fixed price. Guendouzi has made more than half of his Arsenal appearances today under Emery. However, he has not seen eye to eye with Arteta, who is looking to reconstruct his midfield. So that is the news that Guendouzi has been linked to Villarreal, and Unai Emery really wants him at Villarreal and has made him his top target. Again, Guendouzi, as I've said so many times, he is such a promising player, but so many disciplinary options, and I think a move to Spain to Unai Emery could really help him resurrect his career, as Unai Emery knows how to play with him. I've said this many times, so go please check those Arsenal transfer news shows out. And he's still a quality player, and I think in future years, if we do loan him, I can see why we could, because again, it gets his wages off, and his value could potentially skyrocket. And I know bigger clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, even though they are interested now, they could ask for a higher price next summer, like around 70 to 80 million pounds, depending how well he does at Villarreal. So that is the news. Matteo Guendouzi has been linked to Villarreal, and they've made their first offer to sign him on loan with a view to buy him next summer. Next bit of news comes in the form of two small departures, and that is of Zach Swanson, who has joined Dutch side MVV Maastricht on loan for the 2021 season, and the next one is Zach Medley, who has joined League One side Gillingham on loan for the 2021 season. First of all, with Zach Swanson, he is a 19-year-old defender who joined at the age of 6, progressed through the Hill End Academy, and became a key part of the under 18 and under 23 squads before signing his professional contract in April 2019. He's a versatile defender, and Zach Swanson has played in both left and right back, as well as in our midfield. He's played a key role in the under 18s title winning season in 2018-19, has made a total of 16 appearances in Premier League 2 and EFL Trophy in the 2019-20 season, and he has been loaned out to Maastricht in the Dutch league. And again, Zach Swanson, he's a young player, he could go out there and get some experience. Again, I'm not going to say too much about my own opinion, I don't know know who this player is, to be honest. So that is the news of Zach Sanson. He has gone out on loan to Maastricht. Next one is a bit more of a familiar face, and that is of Zach Medley. He has made a few appearances in the Europa League and such, and he has gone on loan to Gillingham for the 2021 season. He's a 20-year-old defender who joined as a scholar from Chelsea in November 2016, with his professional progression earning him a professional contract shortly after in August 2017. He's a regular at the under 23 squad in recent seasons. He's broken into the first team during this time. His fine form at the start of the 2018-19 season earned him his first team debut in November 2018. The youngster impressed against Volksclub Poltava, and Saka did actually make his appearance in that game as well, first appearance, and it was followed by another Europa League outing against Karabag at Emirates Stadium. During the 2018-19 season, he also came on as a late substitute in the FA Cup third round victory at Blackpool. And Zach Medley again, very good player, and he's a tall, commanding and predominantly central defender. He has made 15 appearances in Premier League 2 and EFL Trophy during the 1920 season, and once again made the first team matchday squad, and being unused in a substitute in the Europa League tie at Standard Liège. And they are also wishing him good luck on his future endeavours. And I think Zach Medley in the coming years, he can be a very good centre back, and he's shown enough promise, in the Europa League games. I do remember seeing him. He is inexperienced, so I think Gillingham is a good place to go and learn the English football, and hopefully he can come back a better player and help us go forward. Again, don't know too much about Zach Medley, so I did whatever was said on the Arsenal website, I just read that out to you. So that is the news that Zach Sanson and Zach Medley have been loaned out to Maastricht and Gillingham respectively. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.